Good afternoon, dear audience. Welcome back to the yet another session. Hello, Panna ma'am. Hello,
Hello, good morning,
Kamalpreet ma'am.
everyone. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello, Sumedha. Hello, Kamalpreet ma'am.
Hello,
Welcome back
ma'am.
to
Good
the
afternoon.
yet another session of GG APAC.
I think there is some connectivity issue with Panna ma'am's
Hello, ma'am.
internet. Yeah,
Good
yeah,
afternoon,
Panna ma'am.
audience. Uh, Is my voice audible? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Now,
Technical
now
issues,
it is
I guess.
audible. Yes.
Yeah. Am I? So, welcome back to our yet another session of GG APAC Staying Connected. And welcome to share her expertise about Flipgrid and FlipHunt. She already had shared in her previous session yesterday, and yet
Panna
with
ma'am, I
her
think,
with
yes,
a
sorry
more
to
topic
interrupt, Panna ma'am.
which is
There are
going to
some
be
internet
amazing.
issues.
Kamalpreet ma'am, once again, welcome to our platform. Sumedha also. So I'll
Panna ma'am, your voice was not audible. Sorry to interrupt. So I think there is some internet connectivity issue. Panna ma'am,
not
I will
audible.
just share.
Okay. Once
Yeah,
again,
you were
I'll
not
repeat.
audible. I will just share my
Hello.
screen, Panna ma'am. No problem.
Okay, fine. Now I'm
Okay.
audible.
Yes, yes, ma'am. If
Am I
once
audible
again you
now?
can,
Yeah.
yeah, yes,
So,
ma'am.
yes, definitely. I'll repeat. Sorry, audience. There are technical glitches, so please bear with us. So, I once again welcome Kamalpreet ma'am with us on our platform GG Ghaziabad and Surat, which is about GG EPIC event Staying Connected 7.0. So, I'll just brief you about what is APAC. So APAC, GEG APAC is a platform where Google, like all the educators who are associated with Google, they come along on one platform and give their expertise, share their knowledge, share their skills on from various parts of India as well as Asia, and they get connected and collaborate with each other. And uh, every year, this session happens twice in a year. This is the seventh time when we are having this session, and we GEG Ghaziabad and Surat have got this opportunity for the first time to host this GEG APAC weekend session, Staying Connected 7.0 on in English. So I will give my introduction first. So I am Ms. Panna Gandhi, the leader and founder of GEG Surat, a Google certified trainer, a passionate educator since last 30 years, a Wakelet certified educator, Wakelet community member, Moat certified educator, Moat ambassador, SDG warrior, KME certified educator, and so on. I'm also a CBSE B Internet Awesome Master Trainer. So these are all the achievements during the pandemic which I had, and the sessions were really amazing. And as we all know that as an educator, learning is always a journey, and it's a lifelong journey which is never ending. So we are always connected with each other and we learn from each other. So this was all about me. I also have with us our next leader from GG. She's not present. I'll introduce about her. She is the leader and founder of GG Ghaziabad, and also a Google certified trainer, a PGT computer science teacher, a book creator, author, creative certified author, a KMS certified educator, Wakelet certified educator, Bunsey explorer, and so on. Yes, she's going to join us as soon as possible. And here we have Miss Sumedha Sodhi, the co-leader of GG Ghaziabad. Over to you, ma'am. Please introduce.
Hello, everyone, dear audience. I'm Sumedha Sodhi, and I'm head of the Department for Social Sciences at Elcon International School, Delhi, India. And I'm really excited to learn from Kamal Preet ma'am, our resource person, for the next session today regarding a very, very interesting topic, mastering Flip in 2023. And we all know that how Flipgrid has come to our rescue, especially when the learning went online and during COVID times when we were hunting that how to engage our students and how to reach out. So Flip was one tool which was really, really helpful, and it has not only connected the educators around the world, but also it was a way to give choice and voice to our students and learners and develop 21st century skills, as Kamal Preetman has also mentioned in her last session on how you can use Flip Hunt. Even in this session, you will be learning how you can become a Flip master, and you can also become a Flip educator. So I am really looking forward to this session. And without any further ado, I would like to invite our resource person, Kamal Preet ma'am, to take over the session and immerse us all in the Flip learning. Over to you, Kamal Preet ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sumedha and Ms. Gandhi, okay, for this warm welcome, okay. And I just can't happen to. I just noticed that all of us are green, so I guess this is because of this is the Sankranti effect, okay, that all of us happen to have a green background. And before I start off, okay, again, a very, very warm welcome, a very, very happy Makar Sankranti, happy Bogi, happy Pongal, depending upon from where you are joining us. And on this auspicious day, I uh, let's engage in some learning. And today in this session we are going to see what all is Flip and how can you get started on Flip, and we'll dive deeper into the hidden gems which are there within Flip. And for those of you who have been using Flip, you'd be aware that Flip has changed a lot. It has evolved a lot over the past year, even over the past 6 months. So initially we used to be called Flipgrid, but now we have shortened it for everybody. So Flipgrid is now called Flip. Uh, and even our icon, our logo has changed. Okay, it is now a smubble. What you see here on your screen, okay, it is that smiley thing. Why do we say that? That we love to call a smubble, um, which represents the fun and that classrooms around the world have when they are engaging in Flip, and not just in classrooms, but learning can happen everywhere. So anybody who is learning, okay, to make that learning fun, we have Flip for you. So a little bit about me, a quick brief. Okay, first, I'm one of the educator innovation leads here at Microsoft Flip, and prior to joining Flip, I was a middle school science teacher in one of the leading schools here in Bangalore, India. And other than that, I am super duper passionate about everything which is related to STEM. Yes, I'm partial to science. I love social emotional learning, something that I picked up, okay, something that was missing during the pandemic. And we really got to see how important it is to be the human connect is so important for students, for all of us. Okay, so I'm very, very passionate about social emotional learning. In addition to that, something that I shared with Sumedha, that would be the SDGs. Okay, and quick shout out for the SDGs. Okay, we just have it's already 2023, and we have to achieve all the 17 sustainable development goals which have been outlined by the United Nations by 2030 as per Agenda 2030. So we could use all the help out there. So everybody who's joining in, please pitch in for the SDGs. Do whatever you can, as little as you can, as much as you can, so that we are able to meet these goals by 2030. And I am super duper passionate about gamification as well. So let's quickly jump on to the topic, which is mastering Flip in 2023. Okay, just give me a minute. I see that my screen is extremely slow right now. Okay, moving on to the next screen. Okay, so if you're not already familiar with Flip, okay, what is Flip? Okay, Flip is nothing but social learning. It's a free video discussion platform from Microsoft, and to make learning fun, engaging, and fulfilling for everybody. We value everybody's voice. Okay, so we value listening to every learner on this planet, and to empower their voice. Okay, so we stand for student voice, student choice, while making learning fun and empowering for everyone. Um, so everybody out there, okay, learning wherever you're learning in from, it needs to be fun for you. So how do you get started on Flip? Very, very simple. You just head off to flip.com, and I would drop that link in the chat. Okay, once you're there on flip.com, okay, the next thing that you'd like to do is you're going to create an account. Now, depending upon whether you're a teacher or whether you're a student, okay, whether you're going to set up a group, or you are planning to respond to a group which is being shared by your teacher, you would log in either as a teacher or as a student. So once you since we are all teachers over here, so I'll share it from the teacher's perspectives first. What's the first thing that you're going to do? Head off to flip.com, create a group. A group is something like your classroom. Okay, every teacher needs a classroom, so create that classroom. Over here in Flip, we call it a group. Now, the group is your community. It's where the learning is taking place. So you're going to do that. After you do that, the next thing, as all teachers do, is we're going to ask a question. We are going to um, uh, we're going to start off with a teaching. So these questions, these are known as topics within Flip. Okay, and these topics can be anything. It can be a question, it can be an idea, it can be an experiment, it can be an observation, a demonstration, or it can be an exploration. Basically anything that you want to use to ignite that discussion between your students. So anything to get them thinking, to get them talking, okay, that is a topic. And once you have created that topic, you would want to have your students respond to that topic, and that is where the magic happens. So you created a classroom or a group, and within the group you have created the topic, and once you've created the topic, you're going to share it out with your students, and the students will respond to your topic, and not only responding to your topic, okay, but make it imperative for them to respond to each other as well. And when they're responding to each other, when they're leaving comments, when they're giving feedback, that is where you see the class just lighting up, the discussions happening over there, and even people who are shy, even people who do not get to hear much in the class, okay, even they get to participate, even they get the courage, you get to speak up, and you get to hear every person's voice, every student's voice in your classroom. As teachers, I used to struggle with class timings. Okay, our periods were on they were we had very limited time with our class as teachers, so anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, okay, which is very less to hear every person in the class, to hear the answers from every student in the class, to hear the opinions, the point of view. That was very difficult. But now with Flip, which allows us to hear every voice within the classroom. So that is how to get started on Flip in 3 easy steps. Now, how the next question which comes to us is, how do you use Flip? Okay, now that you're into Flip, how do you use Flip? Now, the best part is that Flip is not limited to any one particular class, any particular age group, but you can use Flip anywhere from pre-K up till higher ed as well. And we've got countless people within the Flip community, amazing Flip community, who have been using Flip in the most insightful, in the most creative ways with their learner. So people who are teaching pre-K to people who are there in universities, and it need not just be restricted to learning in the classroom, but you can use Flip anywhere. You can use Flip with your families, you can use it for professional development, and even in organizations. You need not only be associated with the academic side of things, you can even use it for other organizations wherever you might be. Basically, learning can happen anywhere, everywhere. We are lifelong learners. We learn every single day. So wherever you see there's learning happening, and you want to hear the perspective, you want to share your perspective, you want to hear what others are saying, okay, you can use Flip over there. And like my colleague Johnny always says, that if you can think it, flip it. It is up to you. You have one of the most creative tools in your hands, and it is up to you, your creativity, that how are you able to use it, how are you able to personalize it, customize it according to your needs. It's all with you. Okay, so let me share some examples of how you can use Flip for pre-K to 8. So uh, something that I personally like, okay, for pre-K and up till grade 2, okay, the focus over there is on fluency and on phonics, because they're learning how to speak. That is developing for them. So I would stress on fluency and phonics. Then moving from grade 3 to grade 5, the children at that point of time, they're fascinated with science and with science fairs. So this comes in very useful over there, where you do not since it is a video discussion platform, and it happens, all these videos get recorded asynchronously. So children can just record their things, okay, they can just record the explanation for a particular project that they have created, and leave it as a QR code near the model, near the display. And they do not have to be physically present over there. They can be, but they do not have to be physically present over there. Visitors can get a feel of what their project is all about, along with seeing the display using the magic of Flip, specifically Flip AR. And what is Flip AR? We'll come to that in just a bit, but I would highly advise using Flip for science fairs for grades 3 to 5. Then between 6 to 8, now I'm going to talk about another subject. It comes in really handy when you're talking about current and historical events. So this maps to our social studies teachers. And a huge shout out to Sumedha ma'am. Sumedha, you might find it interesting that you can use Flip for current and historical events. Okay, you can perhaps have students dress up as a historical figure and explain the course of history, explain how events are unfolding in history from the perspective of that particular historical figure. Or it can be something like, let's say you're uh, and let's say you watched a documentary, okay, so what is your take on that particular documentary? What is the take of a particular historical figure on that documentary? Okay, it can be something as simple as that. So that is for grades 6 to 8. Then when you're talking about high school, uh, what I would like to stress in high school would be proving formulas. In addition to science fairs, okay, there's so many formulas which come in, okay, and math becomes a bit tricky over there, okay, math, physics, and chemistry. So proving these formulas, just showcasing how you were able to get a derivation, okay, that comes in really useful for using Flip in high school. In addition to that, students are also learning how to participate in debates. So persuasive debates is something which would come in useful, in addition to world language learning. So when I'm saying world language learning, okay, we are talking about uh, things that we have here in India. Okay, we've got third languages, so we've got Spanish, okay, we've got German, French, and things like that. Okay, so you could have your students practice these third languages. Then Flip is also can also be used for university students. Okay, so in higher ed, and over there, when students are in higher ed, they are preparing for the future, they are preparing for jobs. So you can perhaps have advisor check-ins, you can have campus clubs. Okay, so they're very active. Okay, they are participating in so many activities out there. Okay, so all those clubs can have those discussions within Flip. They can record these things within Flip. In fact, you can have you can have different events taking place as virtual events within Flip as well. In addition to that, you could allow them, higher ed students, to have reflections, to have demonstrations and presentations, especially elevator pitches within Flip. So that is things that I find would be very, very valuable for higher ed students. Then moving on to families, okay, like I said, okay, Flip need not be restricted to just the academics. You can use Flip right now with your family. You can use it with the families of your students. You can have classroom newsletters coming in, or you can provide a safe place for PTMs, parent teacher meetings, where you don't actually have to wait for the physical PTM to take place, okay, but you could create a grid within Flip, and you could have a one-to-one with parents on Flip itself. Then, so these are all the incredible ways in which you can use Flip, not just in your classroom, whether you're a pre-K teacher or you're a higher education teacher, but you can use it wherever your learning is taking place. So, okay, in case you were wondering that how do we start off? Okay, from where do we get these topics? Like I've given you so many examples of it. So how do you get these topics? We have something within Flip which is known as the Discovery Library, and we'll come to that in just a bit. And in the Discovery Library, you have more than 46,000. Yes, that's right, 46,000 plus topics which have been created by partners, which have been created by amazing teachers like you over there. Okay, so all these teachers, all these folks, they have created they have contributed towards the Discovery Library, and I'm giving a huge shout out to some of these amazing teachers who have shared the work with us. And you right now, you pick up any of these topics which are there within the Discovery Library and make it your own. You can edit it out and customize it according to the needs of your classroom. Okay, it is available for everybody, thanks to our amazing Flip fam, thanks to our amazing community. In addition to that, it's not just having these Discovery Library topics, but Flip also allows you to connect with experts. These might be famous sports people like Steph Curry, basketball god, then Amanda Gorman. She's a brilliant poet. It can be Rick Riordan, the creator of so many people out there. Okay, you could connect with Chelsea Clinton. You've got Ibrahim Kendi. Okay, so many people out there, so many experts, so many creators, explorers, scientists. Okay, and we have events with them. These events are conducted on a weekly basis, and all that you need to do is you're going to register for the event as a classroom, as a student, as a teacher, and you can attend these events, ask the questions live to these people, to these experts, and have your questions answered by them. Just imagine if you're studying something about, let's say, poetry, and you get to ask the question directly from Amanda, and that just makes the learning much more real for your students. So all these abilities coming within Flip. Um, like I said, okay, you've got all these amazing events coming in. We get to connect with people who are behind Minecraft. Okay, like I said, okay, I am super passionate about gaming. So, who are the creators? Who are the developers behind Minecraft? You get to connect with them. Okay, you get to connect with different authors. Okay, with scientists. Okay, with like we have this amazing session coming up with the Moat Marine Lab. So we can connect with them over there. Okay, so. That is all about Flipgrid. Okay, how to get started before I dive into a walkthrough. Okay, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen and just share and just have a walkthrough of how do we get started on Flip. Okay, give me a minute as I do that. And my window is being shared.
So, as Ms. Kamalpreet is delivering her session amazingly, I would request all of you to get connected with us through our Twitter handle. And yes, you can get connected with Ms. Kamalpreet at her Twitter handle also. I have shared all the Twitter handles and links in the comment box, and will be doing so henceforth as well, so that you can stay tuned with us. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, is my screen visible to you? Is my screen being shared? Because I can't see it right now.
Uh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, like I said, all that you have to do is you have to go to flip.com, and once you do that, okay, you will get an option for creating an account. It can be a pre-existing Google account, a Gmail account, it can be a Microsoft account, it can also be an Apple account. And I already have an account, so I've logged in using that account itself. And once you are logged in, what are the different things that you would see? Like I said, the first thing that you would do as a teacher is you will create a group. And how do you create a group? You will click on this plus button over here, and you will create a group. Once you do that, you'll get a screen opening up for you. Okay. Which asks you what is the group type that you're creating. Like I said, okay, that learning can happen anywhere, within the classroom, outside. So right now I am going to keep it for family and friends. Okay, so enter a group title. So let's say I'm going to keep it GEG Ghaziabad. Okay, so oh, oops, or Surat. Okay, okay. And I'm going to give it a background image, and let's have it, let's choose this one, and we are going to go ahead and hit that create buttons. Once we do that, our group has been created. And as you can see that within the group there are already 3 pre-existing topics. This just gives you a heads up. You can within just check, let's check out these different topics. Okay, so you could have somebody giving their introductions. Okay, how do you pronounce your names? It's not so much a problem here in India, where we're used to all the names. Okay, but if you've got somebody coming from another country and you're not really comfortable of how to pronounce these names, okay, then you could have them give you could have them record how they exactly want their name to be pronounced. Like it happens with me. Okay, my name is Kamal, but many a times people mispronounce it as Kamal. Okay, because they have got in touch with people who from the Middle East, and they tend to have Kamal as a name instead of Kamalpreet. Okay, so they tend to do that. So you could just to prevent that, okay, and to ensure that we are doing our pronunciations correct. Okay, because hey, Shakespeare might have said what's in a name, but it does make a difference. It's a part of your identity. You could have your students recording their introductions over here. This comes pre-made whenever you're creating a new group. Then there is a playground session, we call it general, and then you have weekly check-ins. Like I said, okay, social emotional learning is something which is very very important, something that we learned during COVID. So this allows for a weekly check-in, even if you're not able to uh, get that check-in in class. Within Flip, asynchronously, you can find out how your students are feeling, if there's anybody who needs help out there, anybody who needs support out there. So that Flip gives that the teachers that ability to do that. So now that we have our group created, I'm going to go ahead and create a personalized topic. So right now, I click on that plus button, and you have the screen coming up. So I'm going to give my topic a name. Okay, so today it's Sankranti, so I'm going to call it Sankranti uh, wishes. Okay, uh, you can add a description over here. Okay, let me quickly wish happy Sankranti in your mother tongue. Okay, you are going to type that out, and you can support it with other things as well. Okay, so you can add an image. Okay, perhaps you have an image of you celebrating Sankranti at home. You can import that image. You can record your own video wishing your classroom. You can add bitmojis, gifs, and stickers, like the amazing bitmojis which have been shared by Sumedha and Ms. Gandhi. You can do that. Then you can upload a video that you might have recorded. Okay, this might come in very very useful, especially if you are a science teacher. I used to do that you're going to record a science demo and have students share their observations with you. Okay, so you can upload your own videos, or you can make use of pre-existing videos on YouTube. Okay, so we've got amazing collection of videos on YouTube. You can make use of that, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Vimeo. You can use those links as well. You can also add in attachments. This can be anything which has a link. If it's got a link, it can be attached over here. So you could do that for now. Okay, for this topic I'm going to add a GIF, and I'm going to add a, or should I add a sticker? Let me add a sticker, and let me add a sticker related to the sun if I'm able to get one. Okay, this looks cute. So I've added that for Sankranti, and you also can control the recording time. So this can be anything from 15 seconds to 10 minutes. Okay, you get to decide, okay, how long you want it to be. So if you're just recording wishes, okay, so we'll keep it as 15 seconds, but remember that you can modify it depending upon the topic. Clearly we have short attention spans now. Okay, so 10 minutes is the max when we can be attentive. Okay, and ideally I try to keep it anywhere from 1 minute to 3 minutes. That's the max thing that works for me especially. Okay, so you've done that, and I'm going to hit that create topic button, and our topic has been created. Okay, it's as simple as that. Okay, now if we head off over here. Okay, just a minute. Okay, now let's say that you want to what would the students see? Okay, what how would they add their response? Okay, so you would, in order to add their response, the students would hit the add the response button. Okay, but before we head off over there, okay, let's now see, okay, that how can we can also control a lot of things within the topic. Okay, we can control we could have the moderation in place, and for doing that we hit the edit button, we move on to settings. Okay, so do you want your topic to be active right now? Okay, I've kept it active right now, but as a teacher you can have a start date, you can have an end date. So let's say I've started the topic today and I want it to be an ending tomorrow. You could enable closed captioning. If you're using English, it can be English, or it can be any other language that you select from the drop down over here. So right now I'm going to keep it as English itself. Okay, do you want comments to be available for your particular topic? Do you want students to have a discussion, or do you want to switch it off? Okay, it is up to you. And again, do you want them to have video and text comments, or not? You get to select that. You can allow them to have attachments. Do you want them to be able to download videos and share it out with others? You can enable or disable them depending upon the age groups of your students, or depending upon the topic that you've selected. Okay, there's one more thing which is over here, which is allow likes on videos. Okay, you can have this on or off. Okay, but generally, given how weird it gets for students, especially middle schoolers, I tend to keep it off, and I also tend to switch off display view count. Especially if you've got older children, okay, and who get who are a lot into likes and view counts. Okay, we do not want it to be competitive, we want it to be fun for everybody, so I tend to keep it off. But again, you get to decide that depending upon your students and the unique needs of your class. In addition to that, you within the camera, you can select what all you want to be there. Okay, so do you want to have everything in place, including the essential sticky notes and the expressions? What are these expressions? Okay, lenses, filters and stuff, and they are the ones which add the magic. You could do that, this, or you could just restrict it. You can have people, you can just switch off the lenses and all, if you think that children are going overboard, or they might not need it for that particular assignment. You can do that as well. So that is all about the camera. In addition to that, okay, if you're sharing it out with externally, you might want to add in a guest password, but I'm going to keep it off for now. So that is all about the settings. Okay, I haven't changed anything. No, I did change the end date, so I'm going to update the topic, and we are done. So we have created a group. We've created a topic within that group, and now let's see how students would respond to that particular topic. So for doing that, all that they need, all that the students would do is they would add to a topic. And very important thing, I completely forgot about that. I forgot how would the teacher share it out with the students. So just let me come over here. Okay, so if you see over here, right here at the top, you can see these icons. Okay, so one is scheduled. Okay, that when would the topic close for students, for your learners. I've scheduled it for 16. Okay, you also have the immersive reader over here. Okay, and I have to show you what is the immersive reader for those of you who are not already aware of it. Okay, let's open this, and this has got a host of features. So right now, okay, whatever I've added, okay, it's not very long, it's just a simple sentence. But in case it's whatever you've added, that's something lengthy, okay, and students need help with that, okay, then you can that's where you get to see the magic of the immersive reader. So you can click on the text preferences. You can increase or decrease the size of the font. Okay, you can increase or decrease the spacing, the type of font that you want. For then the themes, okay, like I said, okay, the flip is not just for younger students, not just for academics, but it would be for everybody. So you could customize them, dark mode, light mode, you could do that, select that out. Okay, for now I'm going to keep it simply as white. Okay, so that is done. Then you have the grammar options, and I absolutely love this. Okay, so whatever you have typed, okay, you could have the students see all the nouns that are there, to identify the different nouns that are there, or just to see the verbs which are there. Okay, so which identify whatever verbs are there within the prompt that you've written, to if you want them to identify the adjectives. Uh, all these things, or do you want them to have everything, all the different parts of speech identified? And so this comes in really useful over there if you have students who are just learning the language, and you want to focus on their pronunciations, then you can have the syllables switched on. This would help them in getting their pronunciation correct. So that's about the immersive reader. In addition to this, you could also have them have the thing read aloud. Okay, just let me. Okay. Okay. Okay, I only have one line over here. Okay, so there's not much of line focus, but you also have this ability that you can focus to just one line, or two lines, or seeing the entire thing. In addition to this, there is a picture dictionary. So just a minute. Okay, let me switch this off. Let's move on to picture dictionary. Okay, so anything, okay, which can be represented with a picture, okay, that comes in over here for now. Okay, it's not showing anything, which is surprising. Okay, generally it does. Uh, okay, it's over here. So just a pictorial representation of the different parts of speech which are there. So what do they work with? Let's see if the Sankranti comes up. It doesn't. Okay, and let's say you want some help with pronouncing that Sankranti, so you can just click on. Okay, you can just click on that button and it comes up. It's as simple as this. Then the best part is that you can choose to translate the entire document. Okay, whatever you have typed, that can be translated to any language of your choice. We've got a host of different languages which are available. Let's say, let me try it out in Hindi. Okay, and I want the entire document translated, and there you have it, the entire document translated. So it is, so if you've got somebody who's struggling with a particular language, or you're teaching another language, okay, you can type it in one language, and you can have your students translate it on their into their mother tongue, whatever they are comfortable with. Um, this comes in especially useful when you have a teacher, like a third language teacher, okay, in Kannada, if they've given this prompt and I don't understand Kannada, or I don't understand Tamil, or I don't understand, let's say, Uriya, okay, or and I want it to be translated, okay, so you could very quickly, okay, translate it using this drop down thing over here. So that's all about the amazing immersive reader. Okay, I am going to go back. Where's my English? Okay, okay, it's here, and I'm going to just switch it off. And how do we actually get to it? Just remember that this is the immersive reader, the book icon that you see over here. You could even have it read aloud. Then, how do you share it with your students? All that you need to do is click on that share button and you can share the topic. Okay, just copy the link and you can drop it wherever you're sharing things with your students. It can be a WhatsApp thing, it can be on Facebook, it can be your LMS. It depends what are you using. In addition to that, especially if you're linked to the Google Classroom, then you can share it directly within the Google Classroom, and that works in beautifully. And if you want to see how you do that, okay, I have a session on that. I'll just drop that link in the chat. Clearly you can share it on Microsoft Teams, and like I said, okay, you can also post it on Twitter and other social media. Now, in addition to this, okay, you also have this facility of just scanning the QR code. Okay, you could share this QR code, you could right click and to copy it, or you can download it and share it out with parents. This works very nicely, especially for younger children. Okay, you could take a printout of these QR codes, and you could just put you could have them stick it on their books. So every time that they want to visit a particular group, okay, they just need to scan that QR code, and they don't have to log in really, and they would be in. So these are the different options in which you can quickly share it out with your students. So once you have done all that, once everything is in place, the next thing that we want to do is we want to we want to see how does it look like from a student's perspective. Okay, so let's say I'm a student, so I'm going to add my response. So I click on that and my camera will open up. For that, I'll have to switch off uh, my camera over here. Okay, so let me stop that, stopping my camera over here so that I'm visible over here. Okay, and okay, not there. Okay, hi everybody. Okay, so we are here as a student, and just let's now look at the different things which are there. Okay, right here at the top you would be able to see the prompt. Okay, so the students get a quick overview of the prompt. Like I said, okay, what I've given right now, that's very short, but in case it's a lengthy thing, then they don't have to go back to the topic, they can see that immediately in front. Okay, then you've got some, then in the middle you have your camera, you have different options for creation, for to record a video or an audio response. And you also get to see how much time is there. Like I said, okay, that this is a very simple prompt for recording Sankranti wishes, so I've kept it as 15 seconds. Okay, and you get to see the time elapsed over here. Then if we look at the right hand side, okay, we'll be seeing different options over here. Right here at the top, we've got a sticky note. So this is so that the students can have an outline. Okay, if, like I said, if it's a lengthy prompt or something which requires a longish answer, they can just put their thoughts. They can organize their thoughts and have that in front of them, reading it right there in front of them. As they're doing the recording. And not just that, okay, not just one sticky note, you can have a number of sticky notes, and the best part is that it's there when you're recording and nobody gets to know, okay, that there are sticky notes and you might be reading it from a sticky note. Okay, so that's a big advantage over there. So right now I'm going to close these sticky notes. Then just next to that you have the upload clip button. Okay, this is this comes in handy if you've created a number of clips, and or if you created a clip somewhere else and you want to upload that clip. Okay, so you might have just used your laptop camera, or you might have um, created a clip somewhere else and you just want to upload that clip. Okay, perhaps something from YouTube, and you want to upload that over here, so that gives you that option. In addition to that, you could also record a series of clips and then combine them using Movie Maker, using Clipchamp. Okay, whatever you have within whatever that you're using for video editing, you can do that and join those mini clips into one consolidated clips and then upload it over here. Then you have these three ellipses, okay, which gives you other options. You can mirror your video. Now this comes in really useful, especially when you want to create a fun video of you interviewing you. Okay, so uh, that comes in nice. Or if you are recording some place, something which has got text, it could be like the students might be showing something that they've written. Okay, it can be a textbook, a notebook, or whatever. Okay, it can be something like that, and over there there might be a need for mirroring the videos. For now, I'm going to switch it off. Okay, if you want, you can hit the mute button in case you do not want to record any voice. Okay, so this comes in very useful if you're doing screen recording. So it comes in useful over there. uh, then obviously there is the screen record option. This comes in useful for walkthroughs. So if you created a Minecraft world and you want to, the students want to give a walkthrough of that Minecraft world, okay, then they can use the record screen option. Also, if you're teaching, if you're giving a demonstration of a new software, you could do that. It can be Bunsy, Adobe, whatever. Okay, whatever software you're using and you want to give a demo of that, you can use the record screen for that. After that, we have a camera. Okay, you've seen me using it a number of times. Okay, so how do you adjust your camera? How do you adjust your mic? You can do that as well. Now, let's come to the most important thing. Okay, the things which bring in creativity over here, and that is a video button. And if you click over there, okay, right now, okay, the video button is selected. You have the option of selecting a backdrop, and so or you can blur your backdrop, you can upload your own backdrop. This can be a photo or it can even be a video. Now like I said, okay, you could record your screen and you could upload that video in the backdrop, and that comes in, that shows up beautifully. And yeah, you can also select one backdrop out of these amazing moving backdrops that we have. For now, I'm going to clear the backdrop. Okay, so you have the option of selecting backdrops over here. Then okay, something that I absolutely love, which is your lenses. And I'm, if you're teaching children, okay, they are going to love lenses as well. So when you switch that, you have these options of different lenses which is so similar to many of the lenses which are there on social media platform, Instagram, okay, Facebook. You get all these wonderful lenses, and just share it out with your students and your students will love it. Okay, and for people who are joining is in from Delhi, okay, right now here in Bangalore it is as pleasant as can be, but you can see I'm freezing. Okay, that's because of the magic of that's with the magic of lenses. So have them try it out. And something which comes in useful, especially for children, okay, who are a bit shy, or if you or are having a bad hair day, you do not want to come on camera. Okay, every time we are not comfortable being on camera, so you can just cover your face using any of these emojis. And I just love that. Okay, they follow your face. Okay, you can change them to whatever you want to and it is amazing. And over here, okay, I'd also like to mention that many of you would be MI experts, and as MI experts, okay, we have very whenever we're doing the submissions, we have to be very careful with hiding children's faces, with hiding their identity, and this these lenses come in very useful over there, where you want to see the child's work but you wouldn't want to disclose their identity. So please make a use of them over there. This is for the the slightly bigger children, and if your children are playful, okay, you can go for any of these animal emojis. Okay, it's please do have fun with these lenses. Okay, for now I'm going to come back to my news original stuff. Okay, closing the lenses. So that was all about the video. Now, in addition to creating a video, you could also create these title. You could also create these slides. Okay, a title slide, if I can call it that. Okay, you can change the backdrop. Uh, you have a couple of you have so many options available to you. Okay, and I am particularly partial to this one. Okay, the shiny one, the colorful one, and you can select the timing. So this title slide could be visible from anywhere 1 second to 5 seconds. Okay, let's say I want to keep it for 1 second, and I wanted to what does it represent? Let's say it represents, oops, let me put this. Okay, what does it represent? It represents slide one. Okay, so quickly writing this over here. um, you would notice that as I am sharing with you the create mode, okay, I'm also showing you how to use the text mode. And once you use this, okay, you can change the the background for this particular thing. Okay, I'm going to keep it as blue for now. You can change the stroke. Okay, make it, select a stroke, not select a stroke. It's in your hands. You can do anything that you want. Okay, and we're going to put it out over here. Okay, so that is um, one title slide that we've added. Um, and after this, let's say that I want to record a video, okay, of that Sankranti wishes. Okay, so I'm going to just quickly record this one. Okay, so it's going to record it for 1 second, and then I'm going to record my my Sankranti wishes, and let's say I'm going to give it a backdrop. Okay, so done. Close this and record it out. As you can see over here, right there at the top, okay, where you see 13 seconds, okay, that much time is left for us to do the recording. Okay, just a quick reminder. And you would also see that you can move yourself anywhere on the screen. So here, wherever you'd like. Okay, for now I'm going to keep it right here in the center and have this quick recording. And happy Makar Sankranti from all of us here at Flip. Okay, so done. That is how you can do the recording. Now, you also have this option of the audio mode, where you do not. Where you do not need to show yourself on camera. Okay, it works beautifully, especially for student podcasts or for children who are feeling shy, or when you're having that bad hair day. So you could use this as well. And if you click on it, uh, okay, let's say, okay, testing 1 2 3, and we are done. Now, moving back to the video mode, I would also like to just let me quickly clear this off. Okay, very quickly give you an overview of other tools that you have. Text tool that I've already shown you. You could also use the drawing tool, okay, for quickly making up these making these notes. And this comes in very useful, especially for math teachers, for chemistry and physics teachers, that if you want to uh, have your students demonstrate their learning, their understanding, how they were able to get to an answer, how to solve equations, how to solve a particular problem that you've given them. Okay, then you can use these tools over here. Okay, so let's quickly have this. Okay, let's say we have, okay, it's not working very nice for me right now because I'm there on StreamYard. I'm also there on Flip. Okay, but you get the general idea. Then you can add in stickers. Okay, so this comes in really useful, and children have a lot of fun doing this. So all these different stickers that you have available, for now I'm going to keep it sun. And we have the option of adding GIFs. um, you have the option of adding, okay, so my sticker has come up. Okay, let me put this over here and let me just get rid of this. I could of course also use this, but I'm not going to do that because everything else will get deleted as well. So very quickly I am going to delete these out. So done. Okay, in addition to stickers, you have the option of adding GIFs. Okay, you could also add filters, okay, which just that is just to check out your creative self. Okay, so and check out these different filters, and again, you could use these especially when you are submitting for those MIE projects and you do not want the identity of your children to be showing over there. You could use these, you could have them recording in these, and this also lends itself very nicely on projects where you're using Minecraft. Okay, so this is about filters, so I'm going to switch that off. Okay, done. Then you have boards. Like I said, okay, you can use the pen tool, combine it with the boards for showing your calculations on the side. In addition to that, if there's a diagram, if there's photographs, you could upload your own photographs using the photo option. So that's about it. I'm going to hit the next button. Once I do that, whatever I recorded, that is processed, and I would be required to take a selfie. Okay, I could rearrange the clips if I wanted to. Sakranti from all of us here. Okay, so let me mute this. Okay. Okay, I do not want this. Okay, one is sufficient. Okay, so this works. Sakranti from all of us here. Okay, you could add music if you wanted to. You can split it up. You want to trim it out at the side, so you have the option of doing that, but I'm going to keep it like that. I'm simply going to add the music. Okay, for now I'm going to add some fun music. Okay, the first one which comes in over here, done. You could adjust the Sakranti from all of us here at home. Okay, you could adjust the volume of the music that you've added. Okay, so that can be done. Okay, let me just quickly cut it out over here. Okay, I think this is fine. My system is getting slowed down with so many windows which are open. So I'm confirming this. Okay, done. Okay, click on the next button. Like I said, it's going to ask you to take a selfie. So select a selfie. You could select a frame. Okay, I'm going to keep it as this. Okay, let's have this, or you could even take that selfie. So let's take a selfie. Hi. Okay, done. Confirm. Okay, you can add in the caption or any link that you want to share, and you can post it to the topic. It's as simple as that. We are done with adding our first video as a student to the grid that we created. Okay, so you get that celebrating thing coming up. Go to the topic, and here you'll be able to see that the video has been added. Now, like I said, okay, Flip is not just about this, but you also have different options. You can go to the Discovery Library, and for doing that, click on the profile and just go off to Discovery Library. And over here, you will find you have so many options of pre-created topics that you could make your very own. They have been created by our partners. They've been created by teachers just like you, who've been kind enough to give it to the Discovery Library for other teachers to use. Okay, so let's say we again have something related to okay, festivals. Let's have festivals. You want to add a new festival. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so we clicked on that. To make this topic your own, you have an option of you can add it to your pre-existing group you can create a new group with it, or you can save it for later. So let's add it to our pre-existing group. Okay, that is GEG Surat. So we've saved it to the group, and you would see that this particular topic has been added to my group, and I can now also edit it according to the needs of my students. Okay, I can change whatever I wanted over here. Okay, so I'm going to keep it over there itself, and again head off to the discovery library, and let's see, okay, what are the different things that you can do once you've located that those those topics from the discovery library. Okay, so we were, okay, let's come over here. Okay, this topic, so you could add that topic to your group. You could create a new group using that topic, or you can save it for later. Saving it for later is something like bookmarking it. Okay, so you can bookmark it into your collection. Let's say I'm going to keep it for I'm going to add a new collection over here. Okay, I'm going to call it GEG, and adding it over there. Okay, so you can add as many as you want to that particular collection. Let's say I like this as well, so I'm going to add this, save it for later, and adding it to that GEG thing. Okay, all these options available for you within Discovery. And also you would notice that within Discovery you have the flip events. Okay, this is where you get to register for those events that I was talking about. We have an event coming up from Ibram Kendi, another one which comes up on January 19th, which is from the Moat Marine Lab. Okay, so do register for these. And in order to get registered, all that you have to do is you're going to click over there, uh, add in your details, and you would have to just be sure that you've clicked on these two check boxes, and you would register now. So that is all about the Discovery Library, and I can see that I'm almost out of time. I'm actually out of time. I'm 2 minutes past that. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and head off to see if anybody has any doubts. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am. There are no doubts, no questions, but the session was really amazing, amazing, fabulous, and the audience have really liked your session. They have really enjoyed learning from you, and I too personally have enjoyed learning from you. So thank you very much, Ms. Kamalpreet, and thank you, audience, for staying connected with us. And we have another session quickly lined up. So we will quickly move to the next broadcast. Please stay tuned and get join us on that link, which is on the shared document. So please stay connected. Over to you, Sumita ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kamalpreet ma'am. It was very engaging, and Flip is itself a very powerful tool. And today you have made it more powerful and very in a simplified manner. You have explained starting from the scratch that how we can introduce Flip. And I think in this era of hybrid learning, where sometimes we go offline and sometimes we go online, sometimes due to COVID or sometimes due to winter, harsh winters or harsh summers, so many pandemic issues are coming up. Flip is one tool which a teacher must carry in their toolkit, because if it goes online, still then you can engage with your students through this Flip discussion videos, and your students will never feel left out. And
yes.
whether they are coming offline or online, Flip is one thing which is going to bridge the gap of learning which can be created because of these issues. So once again, thank you, Kamalpreet ma'am, for a wonderful
Thank you so
session.
very much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Pam, I'm
Thank
just dropping the links in the chat, and over to the next speaker. Thank you so much for having me. Have a
Thank
great
you.
rest of the day, everybody. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thank you, audience.